Welcome back to the channel, new friends, for story time with Safe. Let's get started with today's one because it's a short one. How do I know if my ex-partner was abusive, or if we were just two people in pain, or if it was just me? She seemed to think the only way to keep me was to manipulate me and try to hide her feelings. Her past abusers had weaponized her insecurities to hurt her, and she'd learned that apologizing gave other people power over her. Manipulating people in the situation, however, was how she learned to survive past childhood and relationship trauma. I greeted all of that with warmth and understanding as best I could through the lens of my own trauma. She told me she thought I was making her a better person and helping her heal. At one point, she asked me if I thought soulmates were real. She was my first serious relationship, and I thought she was the woman I would end up with. I thought I was feeling real love, and the moments we had together were electric. At the same time, I noticed that when we had a rough moment, someone at work or school would ask her out, or she'd freeze me out. At one point, I triggered her trauma without meaning to. And from then on, things truly started to fall apart. She accused me of starting the same cycle of abuse she'd been through in the past, and I felt like I was fighting an impossible battle against her demons. I couldn't be the perfect storybook partner doormat forever, and when I started standing up for myself, the breakdown was drawn out and messy. In June, I finally told her that I recognize your value, but I won't beg you to recognize mine. Goodbye. I've been no contact since then. I worked through the anger over how I was treated, got into the best shape of my life, went to therapy, threw myself into grad school, felt like myself, and gradually started dating again. The anger never completely went away though, but there's now elements of pity and a bittersweet sadness about it. That was until this weekend. I saw her at my work and found out that we're both going to be working together this spring, and she knows and works with many of my mentors. We spoke briefly, and she was frostily polite at first until she randomly said, "Want to see what I did at work today?" And she talked to me afterwards for a minute before disappearing until I left for the day. It brought up all the memories of the past, and I've even debated about reaching out to her again. Now I'm scared. When I say the word abuse, there's no going back, and I shouldn't care if she's grown. If I think both of us were at fault, maybe we can be civil and work together, maybe even reconcile. And there's a tiny part of me that wonders if I was the problem and the breakup was because of me. Alright, OP, so check this out. From what information you gave in the story, it most certainly does sound like the majority of fault rested with your ex. I can't say that you handled things perfectly, but what you'd said to her about value and recognition was damn near a perfect summation of things. The moment she accused you of beginning the cycle of abuse again should have been when you told her to kick rocks. I can respect that you stuck it out. Leaving a relationship at the first sign of trouble is a great way to never find someone. All relationships have their trials and tribulations. However, being a doormat is definitely not the way to go about things. You've got to set hard boundaries and not allow them to be crossed, which is true for everything in your life, not just romantic relationships. It's unfortunate that chick is your first because there will always be a special bond with that person, which they can take advantage of if you're not in the right frame of mind. To be honest, if you'd like to be friends with her and can handle such a thing, go for it. However, if you're gonna fall back on bad habits, then skip it and save yourself the emotional tithing because it will more than likely end how it did the first time around, if not worse. I used to think people changed as they got older and matured, but more often than not it's the opposite. People become even more entrenched in their ways and change is fucking hard to come by. With all that said, thanks to OP for letting me tell their tale. If you enjoyed today's shorter story time with Safe, make sure to hit them like and sub buttons to make this your safe place, and I'll see you soon for the next one.